So, I finally found a major Midsummer mutiny. Unfortunately, I'd already managed to miss all of the smaller crystals, and now I am working on the very end of it. And this is kind of what I was hoping to see. It's going to start off seeming like it's not that big a deal, but there's only 9 people here, and there's going to be enough enemies to make this extremely difficult on 9 people. That is definitely for sure. Now, what I was kind of hoping to see is there'd be a lot of Bullwarks, because that's at least one thing that is a little bit different now. At Dark Matter Arc Falls, we only see the Bullwarks at the small crystals. We never see them at the large ones, which technically with the green junk there and the enemies constantly going straight to it and one-shotting you, we really don't need them. But with something like this, you needed the most formidable enemy there was going to be, and a Bulwark can definitely be that, especially when it is hot on your tail. I'm not happy that you're shooting it. Between that and all the little dark matter ones, that really, yeah, you see that crappy mastery? Now I'm using a grenade launcher. It's one of the new ones. It's one of the new synergy grenade launchers, so unfortunately it has still not got enough mods to fulfill anything more than the 10% more damage to shields. That's all it has, so unfortunately, like I said, it's just not that good yet. I was really hoping to get the other mods so that I could finish that up. And yes, some mods drop. I only saw blue mods drop. I never saw a single purple on the ground. And I think the only mods I saw really were converters in the end. So that's disappointing to see only those drop. It seemed to be a very popular drop, even in expeditions these days, converters. I just don't use them enough for that. But to me, that's also saying, hey, we're going to drop a lot of nanoless guns, so you're probably going to need these converters, so yeah. But anyways, these Bulwarks were a lot of fun, and at the end, it seemed like there are going to be a ton more of them, and that really makes it a lot of fun. I love the big enemies. I love fighting the big enemies. Unfortunately, with too large of a crowd, this is not going to be that difficult, I would think. Still, I mean, with like 9 people, yes, this gets difficult. It gets extremely difficult. But when there are, I don't know, everybody calls them out like they do, and there's just 100 people at each one, we could get a time where you can't see the enemies, until it's too late, kind of like some of the Hulker Hells, where the Hulker just barely appears in time for you to get a shot on it, or you see it as it's dying and never get that shot in on it. So that's always crappy when that happens. And I mean, I don't know if it'll be that way on PC. I do have to say, I love the clarity, how beautiful the game is compared to playing on Xbox. On PC, at least on the test server, I mean, there's not a lot of stress, there's not a lot of people or anything, so everything just is so much nicer, so much better than it is on Xbox. But it may not be that on the live servers, where there's more of a load, so I could just be getting fooled by only playing on the test server. But on Xbox, there will be a ton of people, at least on the North American servers, and there will be call-outs, and there will be tons of people, which makes me think that this won't be very difficult by that point. Now, if you can get one, and yeah, this is me trying to see, why have I not leveled this gun up? I'm trying to finish it off, and I was like, haven't I done enough with it to level it up? Kind of a mistake in the end, because it's going to get hard enough here that I'm going to wish for something different, because this thing is, a grenade launcher can be good, but this is not super great. Maybe when it's modded and it has those perks on it, it'll be better, but for the moment being, it's not that great. I mean, it still needs to, a couple more mods, one for the crit and one for that shield explosion perk. That would be super nice, but until then, it's just kind of subpar, especially since this is the test server and I have that sledgehammer, which does the bio, and a little bit later I'm just going to be sitting here going, oh man, I wish I had that thing out. I wish I was using that thing, because that would be super, super handy compared to this thing, you know, because it would take out some of those shields a little bit and everything. It would help out a little bit better. But you see that pile of them, those dark matter starting to build up and everything. This is what I'm saying. Here at the end, it just seemed like there were a ton more enemies, and you can see it. You get a couple of bulwarks after you, yeah, things get much, much harder when you get multiple ones actually going after you. They did a pretty good job of trying to down me in more than one spot, and you're just trying to run for your life to an extent because they have tons of health. If everybody isn't helping, you look at that one right in the back, almost got me. But yeah, so this makes it a little bit better. I have to admit, the miner I thought was kind of, I was like kind of mad with it. I was not super, super impressed, and I was like, it's dark matter. I was really hoping to see, you know, one of the other enemy factions in there, something new. So, but throwing tons of bulwarks at me is a lot of fun. So I guess I will not complain about this. This was actually kind of nice and kind of fun. So, no complaints. Not that I thought there was going to be. Now, I mean, I'm not saying the miners aren't worth doing, because the miners can, I'm not saying they will, but they can drop purple guns and mods. Actually, the gun I'm using right now, I'm pretty sure, actually, I mean, I have to be sure this was my first major, but the gun I'm using now was a drop. Was it this gun? Well, no, I didn't, because I'm waiting to get mods for it. I'm getting confused, but I did get a very nice version of a VBI assault rifle with the new synergy on it, and it was purple. So I made it legendary, and it ended up being pretty darn nice. I just need the mods for it. I'm like, I'm not going to use it without the mods. I want the mods so some of the perks will work for it and make that a lot nicer. But as of yet, I've yet to see anything for assault rifles drop mod wise, except for converters. That's all I've seen drop for assault rifles at this point. It's mainly been pistols and detonators that I've seen. It's been like mags for detonators, so that's kind of how my luck has managed to run for me right there. So I don't know. I'm sure they're out there, but you know, they're not there yet. So I'm not going to use that gun yet until I get the mods, or hopefully do get the mods before the event ends, because I'm going to be on the live server when that happens. And I've noticed this right here, and you may have seen it with the miner. It takes it a little bit. The end screen doesn't pop right up. Hopefully that's something maybe they'll fix, because you're running around like, okay, what's going on? And it takes it a minute for that end screen to pop up and everything. So, but that's the end of this, and you'll see too, there's a little bit of fireworks up in the sky. I'll look up here in a minute, and because I hear it. You'll see it. A little bit of fireworks. Yay. And it's over. And I will catch you guys later.